Hello everyone, my name is Vahid and I'm from a Zenphi team. Today, for the demo purpose, I'll be showing you how we can automate an incident escalation process end to end, which involves quite a few Atlassian products plus some other products outside of Atlassian. Now, as you can see on this board, the process starts when someone submits a ticket in a service management. The tickets needs to be reviewed. We assign a task to one of our department employees to review the ticket and decide whether it should be escalated or not. If it's escalated, also that person she can make a decision whether we should create Ops Genie alerts, update the status page, create a Slack channel, um, or not, as well as creating a ticket in our dev team, our product team Jira board. We go ahead and also create a Trello ticket for our legal team because they use Trello, so that if they need to put out a public press release for the incident, if it's normally if it's a security thing, they go ahead and do it. Once it's done, so we wait for everything to be finished. If the ticket is finished and the legal team has done their work as well, we go ahead and start doing the cleanup. And that means if we've created a Slack channel, we archive the Slack channel, update the status page, and so forth. Now, let me show you the resources that we'll be using for this one. This is our service management incident report issue ticket that I'll be creating. I haven't pressed create yet. We'll be doing it for the demo. This is our product teams board. There's nothing in the to-do column. Our legal teams board, they use Trello as I mentioned, Ops Genie, and our status page. Now, let's get started without further ado. Okay, I'm gonna go and press create. Now, as soon as I press create, I'll bring you back to Zenphi. Let me go to our flows. And flows, they sit at the heart of Zenphi. They're your process automation, workflow automation unit. But this one is we'll be looking at this process. As you can see, there's already an instance started, but I want to bring you in the and show you the designer as well. So the process starts, and then as we've identified, these are actions, these are building blocks, or like a Lego block of your process. You stack them up together to create your logic and automate your process. So what we have gone ahead and say that the first step, go and assign a request data like a task form to this person to get the process, get the ticket reviewed. And we've designed a form like this. It's a built-in Zenphi form designer. You can visualize information and also collect information. As part of this, we say if the user says escalate, go and ask if they want to create an Ops Genie status page and so forth. Now, here, if you notice, I've hard-coded for the demo purpose, I've hard-coded the name of the person, but it's quite easy to dynamically say we want to go and get the manager of that person. Instead of hard coding of the person who's created the ticket, I just create one of these here and I go and say, you know what, let's go and configure this, go and get the manager of the person who has created the ticket and assign the task to that person like this. I can come here instead of hard coding. I can also do this. I can say, go and say, get the email address of the manager. But then again, for the demo, I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to show the possibilities. Now, if I go back to my email, this person should have received an email. Here we go. The incident has been created. This is the body of the email that I crafted here. Excuse me. This was dynamically generated here, and I can format it however I want. And this is the form. If I click on it and open the form, you can see this is the form we designed. I'm gonna say, yep, escalated, and we say we need to look into this issue ASAP. Press next. Do you want to create an Ops Genie? Yes. Alert. Status page? Yes. Slack channel? No. Press next. And if you're creating an Ops Genie, a status page, I'll leave the incident name as is. We are investigating the issue. Just gonna say investigating. Now I press submit. As soon as I press submit, let me bring you back, close this one and bring you back to here. So here's the decision point. We drag and drop an if block here and configure the condition. That means if the user says um, escalate, we go ahead and add a comment to the ticket. So if I go back here, a comment should already be added to the ticket. This, and yep, here's a comment saying that the ticket needs to be escalated. And then from here, we say, if the user indicated that we need to create an Ops Genie alert, we go ahead and create an Ops Genie alert. Let me go to Ops Genie and refresh it. And the alert is there already, or cannot sign in. I acknowledge that while I'm here. The next step we've said, if that users indicate to update the status page, which we did, let's go and this status page, refresh. We should see an incident here, as you can see it's here, and then also the page status is changed to degraded. We didn't specify, we said no need to create a Slack channel, but it could easily go ahead and create a Slack channel. We've gone ahead and created a ticket here for the legal team, and also created a ticket for the dev team. Now, it's pretty good, as you can see, and you can do a lot more. You know, instead of a Slack channel, you could go ahead. If I bring you back here, we could add something like create Google Direct or Google Group. If you wanted to create a Google Group, you could say instead of a Slack channel, for example, if that's what people use for their communication, we can easily do it all dynamically configurable. There's no need to code; it's all built in. I'm going to delete this for now. Now it's all done. So what happens when the ticket, as the ticket progress or the ticket is closed? For example, if legal goes ahead and says, you know, now I'm working on this phone. Same with the product team, say, no, we work on this with high priority. We have configured the process to come and say update the add a comment here. So if I refresh this page, you should see, you know, move the legal Trello to done and to doing, and then the same thing for the for this one. Now, however, when we said legal goes ahead and said now I'm done, move it to done, and then the product team, they're pretty quick as well. Which one was it? Australian user, this one. I'm gonna go and say we're done as well. We've patched everything. Everything is done. Now behind the scene is gonna kick off another process for us, which is gonna do which is in charge of the cleanup. So that's if I go here and which is resolve, um, wait for it to load, and we say if the status is done, that means everything is done. Go and do the cleanup. Um, so that means if I go back to the status page, as you can see, if I refresh this one, this one should be marked, should be gone. It's gone, and then it's already turned to green. This our status page. So it, and also the original the initiator will be notified as well. Now, as you can see, there's a ton of things you can do here. You are in charge. How you want to use it, as I mentioned, like if I go back here, let's go back to the original one, the escalation process. Here, you may also want to, at the end of it, you may want to create, record every step in a Confluence page, or you may want to create a Google Docs and generate some sort of a document here. And once it's done, um, once everything is done, upload it to some sort of e-signature to say, you know, everything is done. This is a report for the incident, and all. So you can do it all just within Zenphi. It's all built in. On top of that, it's not about just this one. Like imagine this was something for finance for to invoice some sort of processes, invoice to process some sort of invoices. You can easily, because NP has got built-in document AI, you can easily run those invoices. Let me come to this tab. If I show you here, we've got document AI. You can either create a new one. You've got built-in pre-trained AI models here, quite easy to use. Or you can use one of the this one I've already created for demo purpose to show you. Here is quite easy. Let me turn off the tables. All you need to do is specify which are the fields you're interested. You click on the plus button, total due, you can add it. I've already specified three. You can specify more, and then the invoice structure doesn't really matter. They have to show you, I've uploaded another invoice, which has got a different structure altogether. So, say the supplier name is up here. It's called invoice ID here instead of invoice number, but it still can match it. Now, the beauty of this is this is built into Zenphi, and you can easily use it amongst the process. Imagine your finance team, or they use receipt or invoices, they attach it to a ticket and upload it. We can easily get the attachment of the ticket, and with a simple action here called artificial intelligence run AI model, I can go and say, you know what, go and get the uh, um, okay, I'm gonna have to refresh. Let's do a quick refresh so for it to show up. Yeah, um, um, let's find the action again and say, just put it here and say, you know what, go and get the AI model, run it on the attachment of the invoice, and it's gonna give you all the information we specified quite easily. I mean, it gives you a lot more. And from here on board, if you want to go and create another ticket in Trello or put it in a Google Sheet on your finance and your finance application is quite easy. Zenphi is it's there for you. So there is a lot more I want to show you. The final thing probably I'll show you is some of the um, connections that we've got available out of the box. You know, if you got quite a few of them available out of the box, and then the quite a few that we enable on demand based on the user request. And the reason for that is that we want to understand how they use them rather than just going and adding quantity of like a bunch of connections with not a good experience. We put in the effort to understand how users use them and enable in the best possible way with the best experience for them. The turnaround time for us to add the connection is pretty quick, with matter of days we're talking about to any new connections. But there's, as I said, there's quite a few built in, and there's quite a few available as well. Well, hopefully, I that gives you some idea about the possibilities of what you can do with Zenphi. There's a ton of things you can do, but as I said, hopefully I gave you some idea about the possibilities. Well, thank you very much, and you have a great day.